It happens every so often. But this time he went viral saying that women shouldn't go on dates at night, specifically starting at 5 p.m. At any time after 5 p.m., you can't be mad if he asking for sex.
That's what he said. So let me let me play this this stuff. I want to get y'all reaction.
How did he didn't go viral? He said it on his show.
No, he went viral. It's viral.
It's viral now. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah.
It's all over on Instagram, everywhere.
Yeah. Is it on the Shade Room? Is it on World Star?
Yes. Yeah. Everybody's talking about it.
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu.
I'm gonna play it again.
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
All right.
So, Dana and I talked about KS last week on Say Something Saturday.
Yeah, I was there.
And I rock with dude, except for this time. I was like, there's some things I can agree with, but I was like, come on, Kevina, what are you saying? I said, I work till 5. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, somebody put in the chat Dana Samuels.
They trolling.
But like 5 p.m. But no, to his point, depending on where you are, it do get dark at 4:30. Okay, whatever. But
in the winter time.
Well, yeah, he said winter is coming. Is that what he meant? Sorry,
that's what he meant.
I don't know what he meant.
I don't know what.
If y'all sit up here and take this man seriously,
I don't.
I mean, yeah, certain people don't. Some people do. Lauren take him seriously.
I do. He be speaking.
All right, so Lauren, what is it about this that was credible to you? Like,
well, okay. And I had a whole debate because I put it on my close friends in my Instagram page, and they were eating me alive. Like, they were going in on me. And I was going back and forth with this young man, and he was just saying, well, he's not lying. I mean, men just want sex in general. And when it is dark outside, it just doesn't help the situation, right? So that's from a man's perspective. Then there's the young lady going back and forth with me, and she was just saying how it doesn't make sense unless A, she doesn't work, or B, something about a sex drive, or that women don't have free will. Like, it assumes that women don't have free will or women don't have a job. And I'm like, right. Like, so what he's saying, I don't necessarily agree with in terms of the time restraint, but in a certain sense, women shouldn't be going out at a certain time if you don't want to be put in a position to engage in sex.
Come on.
5 p.m.
That explanation, you know what? That explanation was too long, Lauren, to where I'm calling BS on that, because your explanation was too long. When you gotta explain something too long over and over again, just means you're trying to convince somebody to believe what you believe. If that's how you feel, fine. But this is why he would not go mainstream. Because you're basically saying you're basically saying a woman is putting herself in a position to be raped if she goes on a date after 5 p.m.
Yes.
What type of sick stuff is that? Everyone goes on a date after 5. That's daytime hours, when you go to dinner, the movies, and that's anywhere in the world. So you mean to tell me, and any man that will agree to that, I need to look at you sideways, which means me too will be coming from your ass anytime soon.
Yes.
Because you cannot control yourself. You expect for someone to have sex with you after 5 p.m. Why?
Please.
Right.
Wait, hold on. So I was on you guys' live last Saturday. I don't know if you saw, but in the chat, I'm like, Lauren, now, but first of all, he says these things because he knows he will go viral and it's entertainment. Number one. Number two, who the hell is listening to him? Who told him this? Like, what is he talking about? 3, I'm with you. Me Too is he's not he will not and cannot go mainstream with this type of talk.
Every woman organization, black, white, Asian, will come and slam his ass, and corporate will not touch him, because you are literally saying then women are putting themselves in a position to be raped, date rape. And that's, you talk about college. Who in college is going out on a date before 5?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
And then you look at the percentage of how many girls are date raped during the day and night in college.
Exactly. Yep.
But then you have these boys, these males talking about some he right. Really? Yep. That's how you was raised to expect sex after 5?
That's my thing. And I saw this vlogger, shout out to Larry Reed. He went live and he was like,
I watched a little bit.
You watched a little bit of it? So his argument, did you agree with his argument? So Dana, his argument was, here's the thing. For all black men, and he did say all black men, if you are a female and you are in relationship with them, whether it's business, church, the woman's your pastor or whatever, he said that man is thinking about you sexually. So I didn't hear how he tied it into this conversation. So tell me how he tied it in.
So Melissa, I want to go back to what Dana said. Me, and then I'll respond to what you said, because again, people are in my comments going crazy, or in my inbox. Me
right now,
when I posted the video.
Oh, okay.
People are writing me, but me explaining it, or my long-windedness, is due to me being sick. Number one, it's not me trying to justify him being right or wrong.
No, I'm very long-winded last week.
Well, no. I really am. Like, I'm trying to slowly get everything out, because I'm about to cough in between every word. So that's number one. Number two, I had a one of my friends. She's married, and I'm going to read her response to me. And it was basically what Melissa just said, in terms of, regardless if it's just a business meeting, a church meeting. She said, and she was like, men will be men, married, business, a meetup, a church, a gym. Anytime you go somewhere and it's a meetup, like a attractive female and a man, no matter the time, they're going to be thinking about sex with you, even if it's a church meeting. So, like, to Melissa's point, like, again, just take the time, like, specification off the table.
Thinking about sex and expecting it is two different things.
It is, absolutely.
Because is he saying, if you go on a date after 5, men are expecting to sleep with you?
No, can you play the clip again? I want to make sure.
That's what he said.
I'm not assuming.
Yeah, he said it.
And understand, when I mean dates, I mean nighttime dates. Ladies, if you don't want sex to be on the table, then don't go out after dark. If you go out after 5 p.m. with a man, sex should be on the menu. If you want to keep it strictly platonic, date between the hours of 12 and 3.
So to me, that means, if you go out after 5, sex should be on the table. That's why he would never go mainstream, because you are insinuating that it's her fault if she gets raped or date raped.
Yeah, that's not how I took it. I took it as,
it doesn't matter. I'm talking about
Dana. You got to let me finish my point. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm so sick of you being sick. Hurry up and stop being sick.
What, girl? I'm saying how I interpret it was, sex, it could be an option. Like, you can't, because I've had arguments like, why does sex have to be, like, why do we have to explore the conversation about sex? I just talked about this on the Security Bosses channel yesterday, about dating these nowadays equals sex. And I'm like, why does dating have to equal sex? Dating should just be going out and having a conversation. So he's saying that if you just want it to be platonic or getting to know somebody, date, like, go on coffee dates, go on dates where you are.
No, you're softening it up. He is saying expect it. Okay, this is what I also think of. It's the same adage, which is why Me Too really will come after him if he decides to go mainstream. It's literally the same thing and the same argument as the woman in the tight dress with the thong on and showing everything. And how dare she wear that and not expect me to want sex from her? Or, like, to Dana's point, you wore that, so you expected for us to do something. It's the same thing to me. Like, no, he wasn't saying, well, I'm thinking about putting it on the table. He's like, no, it should be a part of what we're experiencing after dark, after 5. And I don't agree. So,
I mean, I just think from one statement, I mean, I think the reason why he is so popular because he know people are just so thinkless. Like it's I don't know, maybe I'm too intelligent for mediocre conversations like that because it's so absurd and so stupid.
right.
And why are people discussing it saying, "Oh yeah, he's right. Oh no, he's wrong." Because it literally makes no sense. Literally because those men who are saying, "Oh, he is true. If you want to go on a date and you don't expect sex, you should go in the afternoon." Well, I would ask those men, have you gone on a date before 5? Or have you gone on a date after 5 and always had sex? Do you always expect sex after 5 p.m. with a woman? So if you haven't done it, if you know that you go on a date to dinner, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to jump on her. You're not going to expect sex. So why are you agreeing with that when you don't even do that?
Because it gives the connotation of men being these lust monsters that have no control. Like, we want sex at the 5. Ooh, like,
I mean, we know men wake up thinking about sex because they will wake up with a hard on or whatever. But to actually say, okay, I'm dating a girl, I'm expecting something. No, I mean, you want, if it's a girl you're attracted to, yes, you want to have sex with her, but you're not going to say, I'm going to have sex and she knows she's going to have to put out because we going out and it's after 7 p.m. Now, for women, you know, if you not really into somebody or if it's someone you just met or whatever, then you could go for a cup of coffee just to have a conversation. You know, that's fine, something casual, right? But a date, that's going to take place after 7. And that's crazy to think. Now, if you say, oh, a date, Netflix and chill, no, that's not a date. Then you're probably thinking about, yeah, I'm going to have sex.
And to that point, let's read what Kim says. Kim says, I understand not leaving with the guy after the club or back to each other's homes after the date or at night. Like, those are social cues. I'm leaving with you after the club. Now, again, no one's suggesting that anyone deserves to be taken advantage of or anything. That's a common sense disclaimer that we don't have to keep saying during the live. However, I think that there's certain cues and social cues when you're dating someone that suggests, I want to do the next thing, which is to go to your apartment or whatever. So that's
a club isn't a date.
No, but what she's saying, to your point, if I'm at a club and dude says, come with me back to my place, what do you expect them to do to expect?
Right.
That's what she's saying. Have a good night. Someone says, exactly. I don't pay him dust at all. Goodbye, Kevin Samuels. Someone says he's delusional. I've been on a date when I wasn't thinking about sex, but she was, and let me know. Okay, exactly. We'll forget about that point. Someone says same here. Lauren says, LOL, that's what I said, Velma. And then Lauren Melissa is right. All right. So I just thought it was interesting because, like Lauren said, he went viral today. That one clip of him saying it, everybody's losing their mind.
Again, was this from a Wednesday show or something?
It was the show, I think, yesterday. I think he went live yesterday.
On Thursday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On YouTube? Or Instagram?
I don't know. I just know he was live yesterday. And I know this clip just came out today. So it had to have happened yesterday.
I mean, I think because I have to remind myself as a content creator, simplicity. People are simple. People don't want to think. People take something real
clip.
No, I mean, I'm talking about as far as content, something simple, something silly, something thinkless, circle it around socializing and dating, and something stupid. And people will hold their attention to it because I just can't believe that people will even give this any thought of. I can't believe that it's even a discussion of back and forth between a man and a woman. is there any pushback of women saying you are pushing date rape?
Again, this literally just came out today, so I haven't really dug into it. But I get
that's
what
where
you're
I
saying
think,
about.
yeah.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I get I get why. I agree with you in saying that it's a thinkless topic and thinkless conversation. Most of the things that go viral that he says and does is that exactly. But I think the reason why this is probably gaining a little bit more traction is, again, based on the conversation that we had yesterday on Security Boss's channel about the nature of the current dating situation now. It is very saturated in sex.
It's always been that way.
Well, it's more blatant now in terms of it. There's no differentiation. If you ask any millennial, any 30-something-year-old that's trying to get married or trying to do whatever, the dating world, the dating scene right now is terrible. It's to your point.
Let me ask you this question,
One
Lauren.
can argue that it always has been. Sure,
let me ask you this question. You answered really my question. You answered it because you said the dating world is horrible because nobody's not dating.
Right.
See, dating and having sex is two different things. Dating and hooking up. So
Dana, I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you, but the overall I guess assumption of dating, it is not interpreted that dating and sex is separate. When people say dating, they're automatically thinking sex. They're already attributing dating to sex, and that's the difference. And you have people that are intelligent that know the difference, but I'm running into people every single day because I've put myself on an app. I'm meeting people, and literally not even 5 sentences in or 5 statements in they're making sexual references, like alluding to things that have to do with sex. And I'm just like, long gone are the days where you just get to know somebody. Everything's about sex.
So maybe the fact is that, see, if you're saying that everybody thinks about sex and they make it known, okay, they think having sex is dating, right? So as opposed to yesterday, back in the day, you dated. We knew the difference between dating and just having sex. Today, you think just having sex is dating. But then if he is speaking from that point of view, which he did not collect, he didn't say all that. He wasn't speaking from that. So, but let's see if he is, right? See if he is speaking from that point of view of sex is like dating nowadays, then you're even more so promoting date rape because of the thing is, so you're basically saying because men always want sex and dating is about sex, and if you as a woman don't want to have sex with a guy, don't go out with him after 5 because dating and sex is all in one. So the whole idea, his whole theory or ideology of it is ignorant and makes no sense. And the fact is that this is one thing I'm gonna say about you, Lauren. I'm really trying to what do you call it when you try to pull somebody back from something, turn somebody around in a religious term? No, what do you call it? It's something that you call
deliver,
influence.
No,
I don't know, but
redeem or deliver.
No, it's another word, and I can't think of it. But when I'm trying to move you from the dark side.
So here's the thing.
I'm tired of you agreeing with Kevin.
No. Okay, let me be clear, and I've said this before.
I've heard you say it.
There are things about Kevin that I agree with, and there are things that I don't. I take the things that I'm like, that makes sense. I can understand that. And there are things that's like, that's asinine, that's dumb. And I don't understand why people do that. You can do that just because you agree or, understand something about someone. Like, one thing doesn't mean you agree with their whole lifestyle and everything that they do. There are things that my brother does, my best friend does. And just because I don't agree with, I agree with something doesn't mean I agree with the whole thing. So I just want to make that very clear. I've said it on multiple platforms that I'm not a rah Kevin Samuels is right on everything, because I don't believe that.
All right, let me say that. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Okay. Snuggles. I'm thinking about the big picture, and I think a lot of this is foreign to those of us that did not date, but then there are some people my age that we are dating in this world. I just have a problem with the fact, and Dana said it last week, and I think you agreed. Like, who is this guy that everyone's taking him at his every word to allow him to influence them and to navigate, influence how they navigate in the world, in the dating world? And it's not like he's got successful marriages and successful relationships. Like, it's weird that, oh, Kevin Samuels said, like, that's just so weird to me. But anyway, Snuggle said, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, for me posting the clip on my close friends on Instagram was more so to start, like, not to start, just to start a conversation, right? People are gonna say, you shouldn't listen to him, you got to do this, you got to do that, but that's fine. But I want to have the conversation, and I was grateful for, I don't want to put his name out there, but this dude and I going back and forth on my messaging, and we came to an understanding. Like, I can see this part, but I can't see this part. And I get what you're saying here, Lauren, but like, it literally just starts a conversation, and you really get to peel back layers of people.
Yeah, it's good engagement.
Where they're at. Yeah,
and you're engaging.
But Lauren, you did say last week.
Go ahead. What I said?
What you say?
You said that you do rock with Kevin. You do take his advice as far as the dating and the hit the wall, like his theories. Like, you subscribe to that.
Hit the wall thing.
That hitting the wall thing. Yes, that is just one of his many messages.
Yeah,
that's one of many.
Snuggle says but see, to my point, and no, you don't get the rebuttal. To that point from last week. Who is Kevin Samuels to say someone's hit a wall, or they're devalued because they weigh a certain weight, or they're short, or like, it's just weird. It's just very weird to me that, not necessarily you, Lauren, but there are some people that are waiting with bated breath on his every turn. And oh my God, I got to run in the gym. Well, being in the gym is healthy, but not because Kevin Samuels said so. It's just healthy. But anyway, Snuggle says, what is the most profound thing you ever said that amazed even the elders? And how deep into thought can your conversation go? And what is the outcome? Well, I can't really think about anything that I've wowed my elders with at the moment. My thoughts can get very deep depending on what it is and me not sipping on tequila. And then and what is the outcome depends on the conversation, Snuggles, and what the purpose of the conversation is and who I'm talking to or whatever. Y'all can chime in and answer.
No, I think you hit that okay. Right on the head.
Thank you. Right. Very interesting, because someone like the person you don't, does that mean the person you don't
like? Did he mean to put the word like in there?
It has nothing to do with me not
someone like the person you don't.
I'm a big girl. I don't have to.
Does not mean.
Yeah, it's not about me liking them or not. Anyway, hey, OG Patrice. What was
I think people just have to be. And it's not very many people out here in the world, but you got to have a mind of your own, and you got to know, and you have to have you know who to listen to and who not to listen to. I was raised well enough to know not to be taking advice from people on YouTube. Are you kidding me? Like, Kevin Samuels or not? I'm not finna be on YouTube trying to get life advice and get a life coach from somebody who make content for a living. I'm sorry.
Period. But just like I said on my show a couple of, and then you could are you setting up the next one? No, I think I am. Mm-hmm. So just like I said, you have a healthy view of YouTube and listening to these videos and stuff, but people are actually, first of all, spending hours and hours and hours on live and jumping from live to live, and then also breaking the little relationships that they have. Like, literal relationships are being broken because you're a mammy, you're a manosphere, like, it's absolutely insane to me. Like, to watch from the outside in, I'm like, this is crazy. But anyway, I digress on that. I don't have time. The next topic that we want to get into before I get you guys' reaction on Pastor Mike Todd is we're going to be talking about or looking at some of the NAACP award nominees. Now, what I saw, Lauren, before when you texted me, you were like, hey, I want to talk about the nominees. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Let me share this page while I talk. Only category I saw was the online influencer category. That's what sparked my interest. So what category do you want to look at?
Well, it was less about the category, but like who was dominating. Like Insecure got, I think, either 9 or 11 noms. I can't remember which number it was, but they got quite a few.
Okay.
And so it just made me think about like, are we diversifying, or is there enough to go around, right? If the same shows or the same people are getting nominated, because multiple people were nominated for more than one, and not to say that there should be a limit, but there's a lot of Black excellence out here, and we actually have an awards for us, made for us, specifically by us, for us, and we're continuously acknowledging the same people. I think there's a lot of greatness around, but I'm very proud of all the people that were nominated.
So this is the entertainer of the year. We'll go through maybe about 2 or 3 of them before we go to the Spittin' Pastor. Entertainer of the year, and these are the people that they nominated. That's Meg Thee Stallion down towards the bottom. And
what did Jennifer Hudson do? I mean,
she did the movie Aretha.
Oh, I haven't even seen it. Well, and Aretha's from Detroit, and I'm just terrible.
Entertainer of the year. Now, here's the thing. We don't have to agree with how they entertained, because if that's the case, then yes, Lil Nas X was very entertaining this year.
Yeah, he would take the game.
Yeah. But the rest of them, I'm just like, okay, I don't know. This is hard for me.
Regina King directed and starred in that Netflix movie, The Harder They Fall, and the Prime Video, Amazon Prime movie of the One Night in Miami. She does a lot of behind the scenes. She is a boss.
Yeah. You know what? I was not very shocked, but the fact that Tiffany Haddish was on there, and the nominations came on the heels of her DUI. And like, I wonder if that's going to play an impact or not. But I was like, just very untimely, because we just talked about her DUI last week.
So who would you? I think I'd go with Regina King. I think
I should win, but unfortunately I think Lil Nas X might get it.
Yeah, he was a bit much this year. So
well, the LGBTQAI made sure that if he does win, they probably paid for him to win.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Outstanding social media personalities. I'm gonna go with Terrell or Kev on stage. I don't know those other people.
Terrell is definitely going to get it, though I feel a good, really close runner-up should be Kev on stage, because he has literally,
he's blown up.
He has literally
I don't know who is
put his blood, sweat, and tears. He built his own studio, his own network, because he was like, look, if y'all not going to give me an opportunity, I'm going to create my own. So he basically built his own entertainment studio. He has loads of podcasts, people in his studio that record podcasts.
Him and Angel.
And he was a
YouTuber, Dana. Mm-hmm. But this guy, see now, like LaRon, I don't know him.
You know him? So this is the guy who goes around and he with the little microphone and he interviews like little preschoolers and says, "Hey, are you smart?" And they're like, "Yeah." So who's the president? And he asks like these little kids, like
not
stuff
yet.
Like that.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
But
she was good too.
But I think the one I just talked about, the guy and her, I think give them a couple more years, and I think that they will be.
Who is she?
She does the I'm very Black, very brief in a minute kind of thing, and she does like a recap of what's happening in Black culture on Instagram, or it might be YouTube too. But she's like, I'm keeping it very Black and very brief, and she's like basically read
30-second sound bites on Black history or Black culture
and entertainment and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then, but he's gonna get it.
Terrell's definitely gonna get it.
Who is this?
He has a show. What is it called? The Terrell something show.
YouTuber, huge YouTuber.
Mm-hmm. And he has like musical guests on.
It's funny though, because all these people, right, are they on TikTok? Because Forbes came out the top paid people of YouTube, TikTok. Nobody Black.
Nope.
They're not very much on TikTok, if I have to say.
I'm just saying. Forbes had a TikTok list separate, and then also YouTube, but it's no one Black.
You're right.
We know that. We know the reason why. Like the people that are picking the top whatevers are not people of color. And the NAACP, they actually like there are people that select, because I know somebody who was on this committee to select the nominees for this particular category. So it's everyday people that are selecting who's going to go into these categories.
But can I throw this in there, because this is NAACP, supposed to be for Black people, but they include everybody, Asians, Hispanic, or whatever. And I wasn't an Asian person that was nominated in this NAACP awards. Something, I think it was, and I was that kind of hit social media, I think. But anyway, if I look at it like this, if they have that category of social media and you're at NAACP, your primary focus is to make sure that people of color are treated equally. Why are you not reaching out to YouTube, Google, or TikTok is owned by China? Mm-hmm. But why are you not reaching out to Google or YouTube, pushing to make sure that Black content creators are getting equity in the AdSense? Because we are paid less across the board, because they automatically put black content creators in their own separate box. So we're not pushed as hard in the algorithm.
Yeah.
So where is the the pushback to YouTube?
There isn't any. We know that.
Yeah.
So this is the motion picture category.
I really want either. Jesus, that's hard. The harder they fall.
I want King Richard.
I want King Richard. Harder They Fall was good, but I'd go with King Richard.
And wasn't Judas and the Black Messiah? Wasn't that last year? I feel like that came out this year.
I think
that came out 2020, right? Was we still in lockdown?
Did we not have an NAACP award last year? I feel like that should have gone in like last year's roundup, because I think King Richard, Aretha, yeah, like that.
Wait a minute, but United States of Billie Holiday, that came out in 21?
Judas came out in 2021. And what was the other?
And Billie Holiday, that came out in 21 too?
I think Billie Holiday.
I think that did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sorry, Billie Holiday. That one's probably not gonna win.
No, it's gonna be the Harder They Fall or King Richard.
Yeah, King Richard might though. But I really want it to be Harder They Fall though.
Yeah. Outstanding. What is this? Outstanding actor.
That's a good category.
This is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. Detroit came out.
Mashallah, that's how you pronounce his name? Mashallah Ali. Yeah, I love him as an actor. Love him. Will Smith played his ass off in King Richard.
And listen, he played that movie.
And you could never go wrong with Denzel. Never. Yeah. Jonathan Majors, he is from that HBO show.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Oh yes. The one with Regina King, she was in it, right? That's
no, he was in The Harder They Fall.
Juicy Sister was in that HBO show with him. What was the name of that show? Because had
Regina King was in there.
Right? It had to do with the South and superstition, like black magic as well.
Yes.
What's the name of that? Oh my God.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I loved it too, and it never got Lovecraft Country.
Yes. He's from there, so yeah, I like him too as an actor.
But the thing is, I mean, when you have this lineup, they're not gonna. Will can lose to Denzel, but none of these other people. Denzel can lose to Will, but none of these other people. Like,
actually, I wouldn't like. I think that'll be awesome if Jonathan Lakeith or Mr. Ali, I'm just gonna say that because I don't gonna butcher his first name. If they won over Denzel or Will, because honestly, Will and Denzel are like vets in the game. And how cool would it be if they took away the award? And I guarantee you, when they get it, they're like, "Thanks, I'm honored to be up here with Will and Denzel." Like they're gonna pay homage to them anyway. Will and Denzel don't need another award. They don't. Let's be clear. We're gonna
what's his Lakeith? Doesn't he look? I don't know. He looks dorky. Like I can't take him seriously.
Yeah,
I love him. He was in He was in the movie with Issa Rae, the photograph too. He was in
Right.
The
I
Photograph.
can't. That's I can't take him seriously in a love scene, like in a love movie, because I'm thinking he's gonna say a joke. Like I could picture him in a comedy movie.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
giving it to Will or Denzel on that one. And then here's the actress.
This is a terrible lineup. Terrible.
Trash.
Wow.
Terrible. Hey, I do not like any of these nominees.
You don't. Well, I didn't see Tessa Thompson passing, but I do want to see passing. Jennifer. First of all, Jennifer Hudson slay Aretha in respect.
Well, I'm saying she's gonna take it, but again, this is a terrible like lineup, like of.
But this is a good month for Zendaya. Like I can't tell you how many articles Zendaya this, Zendaya. So watch out for Zendaya though.
That movie was so stupid. Malcolm and Marie.
I loved it.
I caught a headache. I was like, do you really think wasn't it 2 hours? 2 hours of a couple bickering?
No.
I'm like, are you? And it is one of those movies to where it's like a one scene.
Yeah.
And if you're a good actor or actress, it works if you know how to work the room. But it was the dialogue, the script was too. No.
So it was like Tyler Perry did it. Got it. Outstanding supporting actor in a motion. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So so this is supporting.
How is he Stanfield in that one too?
He was in 2 different movies, right?
Yeah. This one is for The Harder They Fall, and then the other one is for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Mm-hmm. See, he was going to work in 2021. Okay.
So the movie of the year is Judas and The Harder They Fall, because the first 2 right here is from Judas and the Black Messiah, and then these 3 are from The Harder They Fall. So that's
why I think The Harder They Fall is going to take the motion picture of the year or whatever.
Yeah, but how is Daniel Kaluuya supporting? Shouldn't he have been lead, because it was about Fred Hampton? So you mean to tell me Stanford was the lead in Judas? That's what they got it mixed up. Like, or no?
Yeah, they're saying, let's see, lead.
Daniel should be in the lead.
Yeah, they're saying he was the lead. Interesting, but like I said, I think The Harder They Fall is going to sweep the NAACPs this year.
And Jay-Z had a hand in that. Like Jay-Z out here putting in work. He said, "Forget the rap game. I'm coming through a different avenue."
This is for the supporting actress.
Wait, did she pass away, Joanna Ellis?
No,
I didn't
hear that.
That was the other Black actress woman, right around.
Okay, yeah. Regina King will get that.
Definitely, she finna get it all.
Yeah, outstanding independent motion.
You going through this kind of quick.
Y'all want to meditate on it?
I mean, I didn't even look at the other ones. Like Audra McDonald, respect. Okay, who is Danielle Harder? Okay, see, I didn't watch Harder They Fall.
That's Dominique. Why I was like, I'm moving on. I was like, oh, this Dominique Fishback. What is she?
She's not gonna get it. She ain't gonna get it.
But is that the little girl? Let me see. Is that the girl from?
No, I don't think it is.
It's going to be between Regina King, even though I didn't see Harder They Fall, or Juwani. How you pronounce her name?
Anjanae Ellis.
Anjanae Ellis. Because did y'all see King Richard?
I saw the end. My family watched it without me.
You said you saw the end.
They watched it without me.
Tears.
They left you. They was like, "Listen, where's Lauren? She upstairs. Where's Lauren? Press play."
That's exactly how it went.
Oh, I know. Because we leaving up my daughter or whoever else. Did y'all see Bruised? Okay, so this is outstanding independent motion picture. They was like,
I couldn't get into it.
They were like, oh, Halle Berry's best role. She killed it.
No.
I'm not into the UFC fighting, so it didn't interest me, but to see her take on that role, I mean, much respect. So
no, I didn't see it either. So.
What is this CODA thing? What is that?
I don't know. It's an independent film, and it looks like a white cast. Not that I care, but I'm just saying NAACP, like to your point. American Skin, what's that about?
Is that based on that book? I think there's a book. Oh no, that's a Citizen. Never mind.
Wow.
I'm like, there's a book about that.
I could have sworn it was some Asian chick that was nominated.
Well, we didn't get all the way through, right? We're still somewhere left.
Oh yeah, we're not done. We're not done. So this one is international motion picture. Now I know I didn't see these.
Sorry.
I do want to see African America because that looks interesting. I want to see what that's about. But
7 prisoners.
I want to see Flea.
They all look interesting. Flea looks
yeah.
Grave Diggers.
Speaking of international, I'm into the Nollywood on spec because Nollywood has a lot of movies and shows on Netflix.
So Dana,
The
how we
acting,
connect.
yeah, but the acting sometimes is horrible, but I like it still.
That's
Wait,
me, Dana.
Hold on. Not Bollywood, but not Nollywood.
Nollywood. It's like
Nigeria.
Nigerian. Yeah.
Oh,
They got their own entertainment industry, like India, Bollywood, Nigeria has their own.
nice. I got to check that out.
It's so cute, isn't it cool, Lauren?
Listen, I'm obsessed, and when I tell people, like, when I joined Clubhouse, I had put in my like bio, like, I'm a like Nollywood junkie. Like, I've seen all of the movies.
Wait,
so
we're gonna have to do a show on Nollywood because what got me hooked on Nollywood was the movie Lionheart. When the girl whose father owned the bus company, did you see that? And Ava DuVay, she was upset that movie did not get nominated for an Oscar for international film, and it should have. So
yeah. I mean, I don't want to tell you what got me into Nollywood movies. It's actually an actor that's in the industry. I had a really huge crush on him, and he's old too. You probably know who I'm talking about. But I'm gonna say his name. We can have a show about it, and I'll tell you. I would follow him on Instagram, and I would have like click the bell for updates, and I would check on this man every morning, like, how is he doing? He got a whole family.
You know, they had a show about 4 friends, and before 30. That's
before 30. That's the one. But it was long as hell. Like it was long.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm like that with the Korean dramas. Yeah.
Do they speak English?
When we lived in Hawaii, like that was part of the television, like, and then being from Miami to Telenova, so I get it, but I never but I looked it up. I just Googled it as y'all were talking, and I was like, oh, okay, I see it. So I'm gonna check it out. This was this category, when I was glancing at it, I was like, now this one's gonna be interesting because this is for the breakout performance in a motion picture.
I'm gonna say, is this a kids category? Is it kids?
First off, Sheila is not no kid, and you need to apologize to Sheila. Okay?
No, that's what I'm looking at, Sheila. But no, it's like she's only an adult, but the other ones look like kids, except for the other one, Ariana.
West Side Story. The second little dude is from Bruised.
Lonnie, I think, played on This Is Us. I think he was a son or something. He looks very familiar. Or
whose son?
He played the boy, young somebody.
The young, I forgot his name, but yeah.
He looked like that guy.
I gotta see this Bruised. Like Bruised is doing a little something.
I'm not finna watch Bruised. Yeah, let me know how it is, Melissa. I don't have it.
I'm just like, what the heck? Okay. Outstanding ensemble cast in a motion picture.
Oh, The Harder They Fall finna take that. That whole cast was phenomenal. The cast for The Harder They Fall, it's the ensemble.
Was that a good movie? I have to watch it.
Yeah, it was very good. But
so good.
My subscribers know it took me 5. I fall asleep. So it's just very slow, and you can't fall asleep because you're gonna wake up. To me, it was slow, but it was good. So it wasn't a bad movie. But
I'm still rooting for King Richard.
In this, I don't know, because I like Coming to America too. I liked King Richard. I have not seen Respect as much as it was promoted. I didn't see it.
I haven't seen
it. You know what? No, I don't think it was promoted enough because they put out another Aretha movie with the Black woman. She was from England and she played in The Color Purple on Broadway. She's talented as hell. She could sing.
Yeah.
But why would you? But it came out not too far apart. And so the other one came out before this one. And I think they did that intentionally. But of course, I always going to give it to Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, that's what I think. But The Harder They Fall, I don't know, because King Richard was good too, though.
I don't know. It's not y'all. It's the ensemble. This is ensemble. It's not about the movie. It's about the cast.
I know, but I'm saying the whole cast.
Yeah,
it was good. It was believable. It was great acting. Like, so we have to see. and then The Harder They Fall, no doubt, absolutely, that was a great ensemble. So when you're talking about NAACP awards, I could see The Harder They Fall taking this one. But then again, King Richard. So I'm done talking.
I am cracking up.
It's like we can't make up our mind.
Wait, go back. Now listen, Encanto is finna take this. No, this one. Now I done watched Encanto 4 times yesterday when I was in my sick bed. Okay.
Whatever. Luca was too cute. Outstanding animated motion picture. Let me see. I haven't seen Sing 2 yet. Raya and
Encanto.
But it's gonna be Encanto because everyone's talking about it and everybody's talking about the soundtrack. So I don't know. It's gonna be Encanto.
And I think this may be what you're talking about, Dana, because most of the people that are the voice actors and the songwriters are Hispanic or white.
Where? In Encanto?
Encanto, yep.
Are they white or they just Hispanic or Latino white?
The guy who played in Hamilton, the one who played Alexander Hamilton in Hamilton. Yes, he's the one who wrote most of the songs. And then I looked up the whole, you can hear it too. And then I looked up the whole like cast, the voice cast or whatever, and they're all Hispanic. Obviously.
Okay. But it's a Latin Hispanic movie animation. So which is great because you don't. When's the last time we saw one? You know what I'm saying? And I started seeing on Instagram, parents were showing their children watching it, and they were so excited because they look like them, you know, with the glasses and the curly hair. And even if you're not Latino or Hispanic, you know, still someone black, but you look like them.
Yeah, look a little Antonio with the curly hair. He's like basically black right there. Yeah.
When I saw the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is what maybe you guys were talking about. Outstanding character voice over performance for a motion picture. In Encanto, nobody's in it. No, Encanto was not nominated.
Yeah, because they ain't black. Who is this Awkwafina?
But that's what I think that was the backlashes. Who was that? Was it Awkwafina?
Who the heck is Awkwafina?
I thought that was a water.
Let me see.
I know, right?
But this is a unique way to spell Awkwafina. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
Yeah, Awkwafina is Asian. Well,
why they put Asian? Okay, but then the other part is why did they use her cartoon face and not her real face?
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth, man.
I'm like,
but isn't it a voiceover?
Yeah, but they use everybody else.
They use everybody else's picture but hers. Probably because they knew they was
going. So her name is Nora Loom, L-U-M, known professionally as Awkwafina, is an American actress, rapper, comedian.
Oh, she a rapper.
Oh, she a rapper.
That's what it said. I'm trying to find what is her background. Yeah, so that's what it was. That was the controversy. So she's Asian.
Out of all the awards, Awkwafina slammed after being nominated. Here's one of the news thing. After being nominated for NAACP Image Award. Asian American actress Awkwafina made headlines last year after critics blasted the Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings star for having a history of appropriating Black culture and using Black accent, but being vocal about her refusal to use an Asian accent while on screen. Yikes. The Marvel star is now facing backlash after being nominated for an NAACP Image Award.
I want to know who was on this nominating committee.
So her father is Chinese and her mother is Korean. She was born and raised here. She's American. Yeah, they're American citizens, but yeah, she's Asian American.
Here it is. Okay, so here it is. Yes, this is an NAACP speaking on it. Yes, she is a quote colored person, but the NAACP really just going to ignore Awkwafina's. Okay, that's not NAACP. Awkwafina's use of a Black accent for jokes in a minstrel-like fashion. Questioned the third person. She has yet to explain why she used it and why she suddenly stopped. We all know she only stopped because she started getting bigger roles. So it seems like the fans know who she is.
Yeah, I think she's popular. Yeah, but because she probably had backlash from before that animation, just maybe her stand-up comedy using
that's what I'm saying.
blacks and so but and this is what I'm saying, the NAACP, when it says what is it, national what something color people,
National Advancement Association,
right, of color people, but it was supposed to be for black, but the fact is that they are really starting to push of color, of Asians, Hispanics is different, Latinos, probably white women, even though they're not of color, it's Indians. And that, to me, that's the issue. That's a problem, because those same Asians, Indians, whoever, they don't identify as color, because a lot of them check white, and they assimilate to whiteness.
I think it depends also. When people say of color, like you're saying, don't some people, not maybe us or other people, but don't some people consider Asian, Indian, and all of color? Like, is that what their reasoning is?
But they don't. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Other people,
they reject it. Yeah.
Asians, they're Asian. They won't even say they're a color, or they will say they would check the box white because they can, But if it's for you, as far as entertainment, to come in as a minority or to get loans, you're a minority, then you're definitely colored. But when it's, for employment or whatever, or assimilation, you trying to assimilate to whiteness. Or just your own, you don't really deal with black culture only to make money.
I don't know this one, but this is the outstanding short film live action. I'm going through it because let's see. Short film animated. I don't know these. Okay, Pixar. Outstanding breakthrough creative motion picture. You guys know this?
But Questlove is nominated. That's cool.
Yeah. Summer. So
but this is good for, like, if you don't know, to just go check it out. Like, it kind of gives you like a blueprint of, let me go look at this. That looks interesting.
Yeah, outstanding breakthrough creative. Okay.
That's what they use the Oscars for too. Like, usually when they do the noms list, they have they add a thing on Hulu, like, watch all the movies that have been nominated. So like this is like another opportunity. So that's kind of
cool. That's true. Outstanding documentary. Okay.
Now, Tina, did y'all see Tina?
I did not see Tina.
Tina, that documentary was good, but it was sad. Like,
okay. Is she still talking about getting her ass beat?
Well, she didn't want to talk about it. Like, that's the thing, is that people kept bringing it up, and she talked about the impact that it had on her when people would bring it up. And I think the part that made it so sad was that she didn't necessarily find the love that she was looking for until she was like in her 50s or 60s. And I'm like, yo, please, God, do not let that be me. But and then she had to go to Scotland or whatever.
But she found a white man and her manager. But Judge Joe Brown, honey,
what he have to say?
This was probably like a year or 2 years ago, or over a year ago. I think it was in 2020. That went viral. He went viral more than Kevin Samuels went viral.
Oh yeah,
but he did because he has his own show, the Judge Joe Brown Show, and he broke down that Tina and Ike cause. He was like, it's a liar. She was mean. She would be fighting him. It wasn't. She was like, that movie was not true.
Wow.
She was not getting her ass beat like that. And if she did get a black guy, he was walking away with a black guy too. Like, they were both toxic, basically.
Yeah. You should definitely y'all should watch the doc, because it is.
I'll watch it.
Crazy.
Velma says, child Tina is over in Switzerland
living her best life.
I know. She just bought like a summer home, she called
it.
They
show her house on there, and I was like, now this finna be a really tough category.
Outstanding comedy series. Let's see.
But you know who's gonna win?
Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
No, but they up against Blackish, and they both ended. What if it's a tie? It may be a tie.
Can they all get it except for the Upshaws? The Run the World was pretty cheesy. I'm all set. Really, is this the Harlem was too new? Like, it literally just came out. I think it should have waited a year to be in there. But Blackish and Insecure, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, I go with Insecure, even though I didn't watch Insecure.
I'm sorry. Did Blackish ever win in NAACP?
I'm sure they had to have. Like, I'm assuming.
And then have Insecure been nominated or won? Because if not, then they'll probably give it to Insecure.
Yeah. I don't know. Outstanding comedy series. I don't know. Lauren's looking that up. Upshaw's no way. Run the World. I haven't seen Run the World or Harlem. And Blackish lost me along the way. So we have to see. Oh, that's gonna be good. I had to peek.
I found it. So not Insecure, Blackish walked away with NAACP. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 NAACP awards in 2015, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 16. In 2017, they walked away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2018, they walked away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2021, they walked away. Oh, so they didn't have one for 19 and 20. That's interesting.
Wow.
Well,
no, that'd be right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They walked away with 5. So I mean, anything Blackish. Okay. So anytime they're nominated, they sweep like literally.
Blackish, yes.
You know, the whole thing. Interesting.
Wow.
But Insecure, they're nominated. I think they're nominated for at least maybe not. I'm gonna figure out. I think it's
that's 9
or 11 categories.
But this is just the second one. This Jay Ellis, and then we didn't see Insecure up here in the other.
No, Insecure. That's crazy. Hold on, but you can keep going.
And then Outstanding Actor again. You have. The Wonder Years. I couldn't watch Insecure. Black Monday, The Neighborhood, and Blackish. Anthony Anderson.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wait, no. For NAACP awards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think Jay Ellis should win. For me, Jay Ellis and Don Cheadle, but I'm gonna say Jay. In Insecure. Did they break up after season 1?
Yeah.
So my favorite Insecure episode / scene, it had to be the last episode of season 1 when what was his name in Insecure?
Lawrence.
When Lawrence honey had her back arched and that stroke game was on fire. Yes. That was season 1 or 2.
That was season 1. Season 1, they was like all over each other.
Don't you know?
But didn't they end? Is this the couple that everybody was ranting and raving that they ended up
being back together? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And don't you know? I replayed that thing 1,000 times.
I cannot.
I can't. And Dana was like, "Okay, this is good television."
I'm like, okay, let me look at his stroke, the rhythm, like he threw her back. That was art.
You know she did, that's the thing. You know she did. Like, what about this, y'all?
See, 2 Insecure actresses in here. This is going to be difficult.
And look, another Blackett, Tracy Ellis. I don't know.
I love me some Loretta Devine, honey.
This is a good. Now this is
a toss up. It's going to be a toss up. Yvonne, too new. Too new.
I was going to say, who would you eliminate immediately?
Yvonne.
But her character in Insecure, I'm sorry, like she did, like to see where her character, how it evolved.
Yeah,
gotta give it to her.
But still, I think that this is a stretch to be throwing her up in here with some Regina King. Now, I would argue Issa too,
Hall.
but
Regina King is not. That's Regina Hall.
I mean Regina Hall,
but Regina Hall is new, and I haven't even watched Black Monday, and I don't think it should be given to Regina. But Tracy, did she ever win in this category for Blackish in the past?
Let's see.
Tracy has. I'm pretty sure she.
Yeah, and Issa Rae, her character on Insecure was getting on my nerves. I just love the mirror scenes because I do that too.
I'm thinking
I can relate to the mirror because I do that. Am I the only one right here that do? Y'all don't do that?
I've never watched Insecure, to be honest with you.
Never watched Insecure?
So what does she do with the mirror?
She talks to herself in them. It's like the
I've seen that on
But
TikTok.
it's real.
yeah. It's what do you call that? Your
I did it.
alter ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Lauren?
I be doing that all the time. I am Issa. The fuck. I am
Honey,
Issa.
it's a stress reliever.
Like,
Like I
y'all
be
be
acting
audibly-
out stuff.
Y'all be
Mhm.
audibly, like it's audible. Like I talk to myself in my head.
No,
but y'all
it's
be
audible.
Audible.
It be audible. I'd be like, girl, what? And I'm like, I know, girl. Like it's crazy.
No. You can't. You guys are kidding me.
I'm not
No.
playing. It's true.
What do you mean? Like y'all be audible to the mirror.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I be playing out. I be playing out whole scenarios, Melissa. It's true.
But you
Yes,
answer yourself also.
I do what?
You answer yourself. So you be like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not
I do.
under the umbrella of craziness, but
no.
No,
but
I'm crazy.
it's the feedback because it's something that I would say that I really want to say to that person. So sometimes I play out what that other person may say.
No, you don't.
Yes,
No.
I mean, because I'm not gonna pick up that phone and say it because
Mhm.
then you do it in real life. Then it's
You don't
like
go
no,
right. Mhm.
absolutely not. Get it off your chest in the mirror to yourself and talk
Mhm.
back to you. Yes, that's normal. That's healthy.
Mhm.
Don't look at me like that, Lauren.
Mhm. It's
We
true.
both looking at you like you need to try it.
Okay, let's work through this. Because I'm like, I've seen the TikToks in it, and I've seen like the little reels of people doing it or showing her doing
You
it.
should do that for your next Friday show. Get some clips of Insecure of her in the mirror.
Okay, I will.
And then it's like, and actually do it yourself before
Like,
your Friday show and then try it yourself.
Like, yeah. But I don't even, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's audible. But y'all be having like and what I should have told her was like y'all are.
Okay, have you ever when you were a kid sing in the mirror, like go in the bathroom, close the door, and just have your headsets on and dance and sing to the music? All right, and you're looking at yourself, but take the music out and whatever emotion that you have and you need to get off your chest, you just saying it in the mirror.
But you guys said that you answer back.
So here's the thing. I'll give you an example. Okay, so I'll be like, I was getting dressed on Sunday.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Why are you scared?
I was getting dressed on Sunday. I didn't want to go to this event. I was like, girl, like, come on, you can do this. You gonna wear this color or this color? I don't really want to wear this color, but I'm gonna do this one. And I was like, okay, if you do wear this one, this I'm gonna be. But if I go on this one, then I'm gonna be like, you know.
Wait a minute. Do you have a floor mirror, the tall mirror too?
No, I look over. It's just the mirror that.
Okay. Can you imagine if we had the tall mirror?
It'd be crazier. And so then, I put the dress on. I'm like, all right, Lauren, you can do this.
This is out loud though.
Yeah, I'm like out loud, and I'm like, okay, you're only gonna stay for an hour and 45 minutes. You got this. Like, don't freak out. Like, so this is what I be saying to myself, like out loud, Melissa.
It's normal. It's healthy. It's nothing wrong. Try it.
But maybe I'm the crazy person because I'm saying all that in my head.
But
let it out. Let it out.
Because you are married, and if your husband see you doing that, he will probably look at you like you're crazy. So maybe that's why you don't do it. See, we don't have another man in the house.
Okay.
Well, another person. So
it's the tail end of the conversation because then I'll just get the dancing in front of him or just walking, and then he'd be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, come here," you know.
Wow. But if he saw you in the mirror talking,
I'm gonna practice that because I do that, but it's in my head.
But make sure your husband isn't home when you do it.
No, he's got to get all that crazy. He's got to.
He already got it, girl. He got it on lock, so
he knows.
He gonna walk in the bathroom like, who are you talking to?
What's happening over
Who you cussing out?
Now I gotta go watch Insecure.
You should. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You got what? We got a lot of seasons, but it's gonna be good. They're gonna go back quick because the episodes are only like 29 minutes, 28 minutes long.
Yeah. All right. So y'all, that's enough of the NAACP awards. She said it's a Friday night talk show, Adrian. Yes, honey. This ain't real talk. Bringing the news. No, we doing sipping and just saying, and no. So grown folk talk over here. But anyway, I want to get your reaction, Dana, and yours, Lauren. I've already given my reaction. I don't know if I haven't seen you talk about this this week, Dana, and I did miss your show but you did explain why you didn't come on. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This Pastor Mike Todd, I am not playing that video again, but you guys know, I want to hear your reaction because like I said, I already did my show. I already talked about it, but I wanted to talk about it very briefly here about this dude. So it was a good idea to demonstrate. There he is. To demonstrate.
I can't even
Take
watch
it down, take it down. Take that down, take it down. Because I could just see the little thing.
I put it there on purpose. Nasty, snotty behind. Well, go ahead.
I mean, I look at it at first. I'm like, because people were talking about it, I said spit. I didn't, with pastors. And then when I saw the video, and it was like a clip on the shade room, and then you kind of have to like wait for it,
right?
And so, and I'm just like, and I didn't see the part when he put in his hand. So when he smothered on his face, but then I'm like, that's very disgusting. But I took my focus off the pastor and onto that man. I'm like, what is mentally wrong with him, or is he that insecure, or are you that brainwashed with religion or the church? Something is wrong with you to allow that to happen, and it had to be a setup. I think they planned this, but that was so disgusting.
Of course they planned it, and the guy, I took it the way you took it. Like, first of all, if that was my husband, like, and then the fact that he was able to just stand there and allow him to do it, and it was premeditated. They talked about it, and the guy was so pleased to be able to be on the stage with Pastor.
I think they're lovers.
So, okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
My comment is
Lauren with the T.
Too. Right.
So before, I don't want to say my pre-YouTube, I was on a podcast called Young and Righteous Radio. So it was like preachers' kids. And we would talk about, no, for real, I was like the only non-PK person on this podcast. Okay. And the video surfaced through our group chat. And they went bonkers, berserk. And the first thing that came out was, that's gay. Like, yeah. Like, point blank, to your point, Dana, it moved from him to the guy. It was like, I don't care if that's your brother, if that's your best friend, a parishioner in the church, whatever. Ain't no way your wife, your mom, your daughter, your very best friend is going to allow you to stand up on a platform, on a sidewalk, on a corner, on a stage. I don't care where you at, and allow a man to face palm you with his saliva.
Pretty much.
Ain't nobody gonna give you that. Okay, so either you must enjoy it, and I think the part for me is the spit really mimicked CUM.
Yes,
it was very thick. It was giving.
It was not clear. That was not.
It was coded and
right. And he talking about, and he made sure. And then
technically, if it's like if bodily fluids in that area, man or woman, is coded like that, that means they're very dehydrated. Because it's supposed to be clear.
It's supposed to be clear. So Pastor needs some water.
Listen.
Some Fumanchu said it looked greenish. Listen.
No, it didn't. No, it looked very white.
Let me bring this into the equation, because I feel as though people are doing everything now to go viral.
Yes, I said that.
I don't know. No, I didn't send the video to you, Lauren, and I'm going to send it to you. But there was also a video, and I think that went viral, of like 10 guys on a New York subway. It was like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. I was listening to you.
Jerking off. I would never show that. Not even a picture on YouTube, because I'm not taking that risk.
No, we can't.
I'll send it to you on Instagram. I think I do follow you on Instagram too, Melissa, right?
I don't know.
But either way, and I'll send it to both of y'all. 2 of them pulled their pants down. The other ones just whipped it out, and they was just
going
with face masks on. So my friend, who's a police officer, I said, did they get arrested? No, because they had their face masks on. It was 2 in the morning.
Yep.
And so nobody was on the subway. And I'm like, New York is really going back to the 80s and the 70s.
When you said that, the chat was going so fast. But in your chat, that was the first thing that all the dudes were saying. First of all, they were like, nah, don't send it to who was on the panel. Whoever. The other guys that was on the panel, they was like, no, don't send it to them. But then the other people in the chat was like, that's some stuff. Like, no, that
he did.
those
And
dudes don't be sitting on a bench doing like. But
and I didn't want to. That's why I was like, I'm not going to put it on the LGBT community.
Right.
You're just a pervert.
Right.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. So there was the back to the pastor. There was a debate on like, I actually got into, I don't want to say a debate, but a back and forth with a young lady on Facebook that I knew. So it wasn't like it wasn't fueled by anything, but she's a really big supporter of him. And I said, and she tried to kind of like justify it. And I said, like, you can explain the message that he was trying to give without the theatrics, without all of that, right? And I was like, the issue that I'm having is you can go too far with it, right? Like, this is how you lose people. It should be by trying to go viral. Jesus, if we don't got to talk religion, but like, he wasn't out here showboating. He was just himself. And if people caught on, they caught on. If they didn't, yo lost.
Yeah.
Right. So he's not out here doing flips and tricks because he won't, hey, look at me. It's like, I'm doing this because that's who I am. So I told her, like, if you're going to be, the person that's going to preach the gospel, just be yourself and the people will come. Just like, you ain't got to do all of this. And so I'm one of them people that's like simple. Like, I do believe in God, but I'm not about to join something because they're trending in the media or it's the biggest church in this town, whatever. I'm not going to do that. I would very much rather go to a super small church and it's authentic about their approach. You know what I'm saying? So like, miss me with all of that.
I just sent you the video on your Instagram, Lauren. Send it to Melissa.
Okay.
And I have your number, Dana. I got it from Lauren. But anyway, that was a bit much. That was a bit much. And there, to me, those of us that have been in a church, we know that there's a deeper message behind that signal to a lot of people. And so what I did, I went to YouTube and went to the comment section. Oh, pastor, they just don't understand the move of God. Oh, pastor, they missing the message because of what you did. They were defending this man. Crazy.
They were? Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. That was disturbing. That's why I don't really deal with the church and all these antics. White, black, it don't matter. Like they do have these antics. Thinking that they can heal somebody. No, you can't heal nobody. No, you can't. No.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, the next one before we get to the Tasha K update, which is
you gonna talk about Tasha K?
Just briefly.
Why,
Melissa, honey, that should have been number one, honey.
You saved the best. You saved the best for last. Now that's why she asked me. Did I want Tasha? Do we want to start with Tasha K? I told her no, only for the simple fact because I was waiting on you, number one, Dana, and number two.
Yeah, but you always want to do what's popping first.
No. See, I thought,
and then also too, Melissa, in your headlines, put what you talking. Put the celebrities' names. What your big caveat of your show topic that has to be first.
Okay,
she gonna go back in,
so somebody like Star told me that, and he just went live, and his title Whack 100 goes in on Master P and talks reckless about his finances. Now he has a showrunner, different showrunners, but in the topic and the title he puts what he's going to talk about. Yeah,
see, that's interesting because I'm with Lauren. I thought the major thing would be last, but
that's if you already big.
You keep the people going.
Tasha K does the major thing last, but she's big. But honestly, if you want to be pushed out in the algorithm,
put the person first.
Yeah,
gotcha. I'm gonna change that title right now. So you want to do Tia Mowry, thirst trapping, or Tasha K?
We can do either one.
All right, sister went viral. She's married.
Going viral,
girl.
Did I tell you I went viral twice and World Star snatched that video down after 2 days? They be hating.
2 days? Crazy. All right. So she gave us a piece of who she is that she normally doesn't. All right. I got to change the title. I'll do that afterwards. But anyway, this is the Tia of the Tia and Tam. and she put this on Instagram.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. It's cute.
And people were like, okay, this is not who
Giving
she
wife.
is.
First of all, I love her braids.
Period.
Yeah, I like her in braids. Me too. Look at that.
And which one is this? The one that's on the talk show or the one married to the black man?
When
This
that's
is
married to the black man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's nice, it's sexy, it's cheerful. Yeah.
I like it.
Somebody said
It
I
looks
knew you
good.
were always sexy. I didn't care. Some people thought like, you know, thirst trap.
Who is Gemstones color, Mrs. Pretty Lady? What? Okay.
What?
And I was reading a comment on her Instagram.
Yeah.
It looked like she got a lot of positive.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen a couple of reaction videos.
Yeah. That typically, you know, most people aren't going to troll you on your comment section. Typically.
No, they gonna do it on their own platform.
On their own platform.
They scared.
Yeah. So that's that. I don't know if YouTube, but I love the braids, like y'all said.
First off, I like it, and I wish I could pull something off like that, but unfortunately,
why can't you?
My rolls won't allow me to.
First of all, she's covered her rolls, honey. That's why she's under.
Go back.
You can be under.
Melissa, go back.
Where?
Go back to the first picture. Okay, so
you can't see no
rolls. You talking about this area right here?
Yeah.
Stop.
Lauren, first of all, I see you don't have rolls there. I weigh more than you. I have not started working out, Lauren.
I started working out, but stop with the rolls, okay? Stop.
You don't have rolls, Lauren.
I want to give sex appeal like this. This is goals for me. If I can even look like somewhat,
you don't think you're sexy like that?
Look like that.
Lauren,
in my mind, that's how I be looking. I probably be looking like
get under the covers and take pictures. Have somebody take a picture of you like that.
Melissa know what I'm talking about. I'll probably be looking crazy as hell.
Right.
Have y'all ever tried to take a sexy picture? And I mean, you was posing for the gods, okay? You was like, and you looked at it, and you was like, ugh. Me all day. I'm like, what face was this?
Yeah. Even if it's just a face, you're like, that.
But you know what? This is why you should have someone take a picture of you when you least expect it. And that's the beauty.
Candidates is the best.
Yeah.
But we got to get more friends that don't be playing you on the pictures now. The fact that I have to tell somebody, hey, this way. Like somebody just needs to get the angle. Bend down. Douche.
Yeah, they
follow me.
No, they're not your friend.
Lauren, just have somebody come over the house, girl, boy, it don't matter, and take a picture, white sheets, white blankets under the covers like that. See a little coffee mug. Right. I'm telling you, look cute, Lauren.
Listen, when I go
can do this one for sure.
I'm gonna get a photographer when I go to Zanzibar. And I'm gonna take some really cool pictures like this in the jungle or something.
In the jungle.
Behind some leaves.
I don't think they have a jungle in Zanzibar, honey.
Well,
that's not an ocean.
Well, no, if you can go inland a little bit.
Oh, inland. Jungle.
in Tanzania.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Well, where we at? We already at.
Okay, we back at let's talk about the Tasha K thing.
You want to talk about the Tasha K thing? Okay. So I'll change the title later. Thank you, Dana, for sure. Let's see. What's it say? She looks beautiful, but I couldn't do it. Folks would be trying to snatch my credentials. True. Depending on where you work,
people love to say what you can and cannot do. Like that. Like for example, they would drag a first lady who would try to do that, but y'all forget that they're women first, their wives first. Like they have their sex appeal comes before anything. That the title that they got because of marriage or because of some association or affiliation. Like we're women, like we're meant to be feminine. Why can't we take pictures that make us feel and look beautiful and sexy?
If y'all should Google this, you should Google the book Before 10 a.m. And it's like candid pictures. They're celebrities, but it's like a photographer, and she comes in and take pictures before 10 a.m. And some of them are in bed laughing under the covers or whatever with their robes, but no makeup, before 10 a.m. natural beauty. And it's if you Google it, you see what I'm talking about. So basically what you saw Tia doing, that's what it was. So I don't think you will lose your credentials. But if you want to do it, and honestly, I think women should do it. Just do it privately. You don't have to show it on Instagram. It does make you feel sexy.
Oh, I see it. Okay. That's a good idea for a book. All right, Lauren, what have you heard about this case? I heard that, first of all, they are, what's so funny?
I'm laughing because with what I heard about the case, and it's laughable.
Oh, it's very laughable. And I'm hearing that it should be finished. It's going to the jury on Monday. So closing arguments, both sides are done. All right, go ahead.
Wait, I thought closing arguments were Monday. If they did the closing arguments today?
Yes, everyone's rested their cases, from what I understand.
Okay.
That basically an update is Tasha K can't stop lying.
Right.
On the stand.
I was like, ma'am, you are, come on, sis. This whole thing. So to catch you up, Dana, she was on the stand previously on the stand, her husband said he doesn't check emails. He doesn't answer anything. Like, he's just kind of hands off when it comes to answering letters or whatever, because the big thing is, what does she do with the cease?
Yeah, no. And she got on the stand and said,
he did it.
Yeah, he did it. And it was like, well, your husband said that you did it. So you saying your husband lied? She said yes. So I'm like, okay, are they getting a divorce? Because we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm waiting for the divorce, honey.
But then she perjured herself again today, because now because yesterday she was like, or whatever day it was, who told you? I have a friend who's a lawyer. Oh, so when you told and they were like, so when you told your followers your lawyer said, you didn't have a lawyer at the time. No, but it was my friend. Well, what's your friend's name?
I don't know.
Was that today? I don't know.
She said, I don't know. She's like, what's the name? Well, I would have to look at my phone. So what are you talking about, girl? First she said, I prefer not to answer. And the judge was like, girl, you in court. You won't get no, I prefer not to answer. What's the name?
It's giving so bad. It's giving. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I want to like revisit, because I know last week we talked on our show, Dana, the Say Something Saturday show, like what it could potentially do to content creators. And after hearing like this piece too, like piled on top of everything else, I think this is completely different, because she's proving that she's a habitual liar. She told her subscribers that I'm a journalist, but then she tells the courts, no, I'm not a journalist. I never, proclaimed to be. And then the lawyer was like, well, but you tell your subscribers that you're a journalist. Well, yes, we all know that when you're a journalist, you have standards to abide by. You have to fact check, and there's a code of ethics, right? And so I think there's a difference. There's one thing to be a gossiper and to be known to make stuff up or whatever, but to basically stand behind your statement of telling your people, this is what I do, this is what I know. I'm this, I'm that. It's completely different.
I think what she knew she knows what separates us from the people who are on TV doing basically what we do. They are actually journalists. We are content creators. That's the difference. We create content, to whereas they have producers, executive producers, camera people telling them this is the topics, this are your talking points or whatever. We create our own content. She's a content creator. You're not a journalist. Journalists do handle things differently, and you're not a journalist. But
even the lawyer pointed out today, to your point, just to add the other part, how she was like, okay, so basically you're either lying to your followers or you're lying here in court today. So which one is it? It's just,
is this the end for her, or is it true? There's no such thing as bad press. Bad press is good press.
It's not the end for her. It's not the end.
You would think it is, but
she even boasted. I don't know. I don't subscribe to her, but I, did kind of just peruse her channel, and she posted in her community like, it's basically Tasha Tube or something, like, because people are she's like boastful about it, like people are talking about me. This is about to be my platform. Like and like, ma'am, like that you think people are talking.
What is she being sued for? Like, what is the end result? What would the judgment be? Like, you may have to pay Cardi B. What is it?
She probably would have to take that. I would have her retract her statement and say, no, Cardi doesn't have, quote, dirty blood. Or
she took those videos down finally, but the court ordered her to. The court ordered her to, but you ended up, it's not up anymore. But the judge told her to. She been took it down. But if you would have took it down from the beginning a year ago, you wouldn't be going through all this. And behind the scenes, people I know was saying that she was so cocky, thinking that she could win, or that Cardi was not going to pull that trigger like she's doing.
So I will say that they are based and they'll further explain the instruction on Monday when they give it to the jury. But she might have a leg up in terms of you can't necessarily prove
malicious.
No, she has to prove it that it's malicious because Cardi B is a celebrity. She doesn't sit on the same playing field as like a Joe Schmo, right? Like so she has to prove that it was malice, or there's another term. So,
but I heard that she did prove it was malice because during the cross-examination, they asked her, "Did you know what you were saying was a lie?" Yes. Did you know that you were malicious when you did it? Yes. I wanted to do it. Why did you do it? I did it because I knew she could afford therapy.
Now, Tom Cruise always sued the hell out of the Inquirer and other magazines for doing the same thing that Tasha K did to Cardi B. So that's what I'm saying. Is Cardi B suing her for money? Of course, you're suing her to take it down. You're probably suing her maybe not to talk about you in a negative way. I don't like, what is the complaint? What is the suit? Like, you know, what is she looking to get out? Those videos did come down finally, because the thing with Cardi B was when somebody played Cardi B video on YouTube, those YouTube videos of Tasha K saying that she had herpes will be underneath it. So it was messing up Cardi B's algorithm. So it was like, people click on it, but then they see her video and they're going to click on it. And she made a whole bunch of money, like probably $500,000 off the video she did on Cardi B.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see, and I don't know the details on like if
I was going to say, anyone that I've seen, they haven't said, and I don't think Cardi, it's been said yet. But from what they were saying, Monday is when they're really going to be talking about the damages and whatever, but it's just not looking good for.
And I heard that the IRS agent was in the courtroom.
Yes.
Because she made a whole lot of money, and and I guess
they reported.
I don't know. That's what they trying to see, but they're trying to figure out. They're trying to see where this case going, so that they could swoop in and probably pull up some stuff. But like, well, did you pay your taxes here? How much did you really make off this video? You know?
Yep.
Listen,
girl,
the IRS.
It's a mess.
Yeah, don't play with the IRS.
Nope. All right, I got
two
before we go into that. Thank you. She stole my thunder for no comment, anything, just showing love. And Mosaic, TJ, thank you, you guys. I really, really appreciate it. TJ says, "Hey, greetings, ladies. Hey. Fun Manchu says, "No bueno." Yeah, it's interesting because the people that I was watching and catching up on everything. Shout out to infamous Sylvia. She's funny, but anyway, they were kind of sympathetic to Tasha K yesterday. They were like, it looked terrible for her. She looked terrible. The lawyers looked like it's bad. Well, today they were just like, it got worse. This whole comment about this pseudo lawyer friend and, well, I can't name them. And they're like, well, who can't name their friend? Like, the friend. Stop.
Tasha. The guy Dennis, he's a journalist who's been reporting it. He also said that the lawyer that she hired, that firm, she gave them a bad review last year.
Yep.
I saw it.
I saw it. I put it up the other day.
So maybe she couldn't switch firms because the court proceedings were kind of like already in place. In motion.
Somebody suggested that her lawyers are so trippy and it's weird that they were laughing about it. And they were like, yeah, maybe Olga saw that review and was like, listen, okay, I'm bad, I'm terrible. Okay, then whatever.
her lawyer is a criminal attorney, not a civil attorney. So I mean, it's the reason why people go into specialty you know.
But is Cardi B attorney civil or criminal?
Listen, from what I understand, Cardi B's lawyers, whatever they are, they came prepared. But
yeah.
her team, her team is prepared. And so and they say they're beating the bricks off Tasha K. And I'm just like, I don't have sympathy for her only because I watched Tasha K. Like, I watched when all of this first jumped off, and she was very, very adamant about a whole lot of stuff. And if you know Tasha's not, just like she said, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not going to take any of that down. I'm not going to do any of that stuff till, quote, those white folks tell me what to do. So she's very, very, yes.
What white folks? You too?
The judge
and everything. And they entered that statement, that video in court. I'm telling you, when and again, as someone that has watched Tasha for years, she said it. She said it. So she incriminated herself.
I know tomorrow's show, that's going to be the first thing that we talk about and elaborate on, because a lot of people eating off Tasha K, and rightfully so.
I'll be there.
Rightfully
well,
so.
I was going to say, you better eat now, because Tasha K gonna ruin it for everybody.
I don't think so.
I hope not. And that is a concern. Like, maybe not directly, but indirectly, because YouTube, they always come out with these YouTube policies every month. So,
and that's what some people were saying. And then Armand, do you watch Armand, Lauren? Armand Wiggins show? Anyway, he's someone else that was in all of this, and him and Tasha had beef and all this other crap. But anyway, he was saying, why are we as bloggers putting ourselves in the same category as Tasha if we don't report like she does? With our content, we don't create content like that. And I was like, he's got a point. Like, I'm not going to say, Laura, I'm just going to be adamant. Lauren lives in Oregon. Lauren Melissa lives in Oregon. She's like, I don't live in Oregon. Stop coming to these people's houses. And I'm adamant. And the white folks going to make me take that down or whatever. Like, and then it's being discovered. Like, yeah, you knew you were lying. She said,
but I'm mindful of it, because our mind came up under Tasha. Like, yes. What do you mean? Oh, we don't report. We are not like her. Yes, you are. Everyone used Tasha K's blueprint.
Yeah.
All of y'all, all Lovely T, kind of Lovely T into Tasha. Maybe they started around the same time, but when you talk about Armand, King of Reeds, all of them, y'all came up under her. Y'all used her blueprint. So like, stop with that. Like, I hate when people do that.
They did. And he did say that. He was like, yeah, we were cool. Everybody's cool with Tasha until you're not. So I don't know if you know about her and Storm Monroe. I
think that was cap, because Tasha needed a diversion. That was the first week that it did the court. You don't, oh my God. People create chaos in the midst of chaos to divert you from what is really going on. But it didn't really stick too long, because she was the court case with Tasha K and Cardi B was so bad, and Cardi B attorneys was just dragging her. Yeah, that I don't even think that thing with Storm Monroe that was made up.
Well, I was wondering why I didn't see them anymore. She wasn't like, oh, my mentee and whatever. And
because that same day, last Friday, then her assistant was like, I got fired. Now the assistant got fired. Chelsea. Now we hear about Chelsea and this Vernon dude.
Yep.
But we don't care, because we're focused on you and Cardi B.
Exactly. I really don't care. I just was interested in it. I always am leery about this idea of someone mentoring you if half the people that they call themselves mentoring, they fall out with, first of all. And I just think some of this stuff just can't be taught. You just have to have it. I think a lot of YouTube just can't be taught. You just
you got it or you don't. I agree.
Yeah.
No, it is a formula. It is a formula. It's a formula. It takes time, but it is a formula that you can develop to get in the algorithm.
I think a formula versus just legitimately being good at it, like, aside from learning an algorithm, are two completely different things. Or learning a formula to be out there,
because you need the experience.
I will say too, because there are certain people that have quite a few subscribers that are boring AF, that do not have any, that it does
but
not
they're
make
attached to a large name.
Yes. So if the formula is surround yourself with people to get you to where you need to be, that's one thing. But to have the presence, like they
can only take you so far, though.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, no, you're absolutely right. But it's like once you get in that algorithm and you know how to stay in the algorithm, that is more technical. Like I really don't. The algorithm is so confusing, and there are people who can tell you how to master it, but they don't tell people. They may tell their close friend or whatever. I see that a lot, right? I'm not going to even say no names, but also it does take talent, but at the same time, you have to be consistent. Like you don't, there's no such thing you get on a mic and you just doing it. You just popping it. Because I look at from when I started my first video on YouTube to now, like it's a big
difference.
Yeah. I agree. I just think to your point.
Thank you, King Paula.
Melissa,
I love roses.
Yeah, me too.
To your point, Melissa, like your attachment or affiliation with someone only takes you so far, and your personality is going to have to, or whatever your, I don't want to call it stage presence, but your presence on camera is going to have to carry you the rest of the way, because you know that relationship is either going to fizzle or it's just going to be stagnant. You know,
look where Kevin came from. He came from the manosphere.
Yeah,
but he stepped on a lot of toes in the manosphere as well. Not so much he did, and there's some people who he was really cool with, but that's what boosts him. You know, Nyla Says was way ahead of him, you know, and he used to always try to contact her to, you know, get tips and stuff. But it's like now when he shot up, he don't take the manosphere with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You will get left behind in a quick. Trust me, I know. Okay.
O'Shea Jackson is another one. He was on. When Star in the Morning stopped, and I was on YouTube looking at other contents, and I was introduced to the manosphere when I saw O'Shea videos, and then I started hopping on his videos. But he stopped all that and just do Celebrity Junket because it makes more money. He don't go live no more. All uploads. He make $500,000.
My uploads do trash. My uploads be like, nope. Nope.
But because you just started.
Yeah.
O'Shea been on YouTube
for
10 years.
I started doing uploads in the beginning, and what made me get on the map is an upload. So I can't say that it's complete trash. It's just that one stuck, and then it ran off. Yeah. And then in response to that going viral, I started going live. And then I was like, oh, editing wise, this is it. Like, I don't have to worry about all that editing like I do with the uploads and stuff. But yeah, I get it. Yeah. So we'll talk more offline.
For sure. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I can't wait to see what the outcome is going to be. And I wonder if she's going to still have that, like, bossy talk, I'm untouchable demeanor even after the fact, because to your point, Dana, I don't think this is the last of her court proceedings. I do think that the IRS is definitely finna come for her if they ain't already investigating.
You know about the R. Kelly attachment? With the person she got to do whatever allegedly, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah,
like other people, like because if she lose this case, other people going to feel like, oh, okay, now I could swoop in and file a complaint or something.
Did you see what Armand talked about? Was it Bobby Lights? Because Bobby Lights rejected a interview with her, and then she started.
She brought somebody else on there, interviewed somebody else. I supposed to been his friend, but the friend was just like, he's shady. He didn't say anything like saying he had anything. So So I mean, Bobby Lights, he needs to go sit down somewhere, really. Because everybody, but that's part of people want to clout chase as well.
Yeah. And I think that might be part of, well, I'll talk about that offline, but yeah, I'm just not for clout. I'm not. I'm not. Are you?
In my own way though, but like I want to go, like when Warstar put my video, it was what the judge said, but it was my video, right? And they gave me credit for, like, they gave my name, but 2 days later you take it down. It's like, that's some hating shit. But then one of the videos, it was on Worldstar, and also Savoy on Instagram put it up on his, and D.L. Hughley put it up and said something negative, but it was about the judge. I loved it, even though they were saying people were saying something negative. It was a George Floyd video.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like, it went viral. I don't care. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
no. So what I'm saying is, and you don't strike me as this, but you might be this type. I'm not forming relationships with people that I'm not feeling.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I mean. Like, I'm not a clout chaser. Everyone that you see on my panel, on my YouTube or whatever, I connect with them on some type of level, even if it's just on a personal.
Right.
But I'm not just calling O'Shea and be like, hey, I'm Melissa. Nah.
No.
But there are people that do that.
Oh, no. It's not, but see, it's nothing wrong with reaching out to a bigger content creator, a bigger person on YouTube wanting to do something, when do a link up or want to interview them.
Yeah.
But if you can attach or build a rapport, and it's all about building relationships.
That's why I have you here.
Yeah, but I mean, there's people bigger than me. Like, I'm not big. There are people.
Yeah.
I'm 100K and up to me is big.
Yeah.
Anything below that is
Dana,
average.
You're 2 babies. You're at least a teenager to us.
Huh?
Right.
I said you talking to 2 babies.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm a teenager, but I'm not an adult yet.
Okay.
Like, so it's like you really want to take advice from adults. Yeah, like I give pointers and stuff like that. But then there's things that I'm still learning that I have to improve on as well. Like, it is something
down on your show. Like, it's just Thanksgiving.
No, but I built a relationship with him for it's been 2 years. But prior to even last year, he would come on sporadically, and I just kept pestering him. Sometimes you really have to do that.
I do that, and I tell them right in front while we're live. Can you promise to come back? And they be like,
yeah, you gotta put them on the spot.
Melissa, yeah.
But it's other people I reached out to that I want to interview. I ain't hear nothing, and I'm just like, yeah, you big, but
right.
Don't. So I'm about to start pestering up.
Yeah, but that's why I knew that you were cool people, because even when I saw you, we were together on TJ's panel, it wasn't like, ooh, because that's how I would be. Like, all of the numbers and everything is important and all of that, but it's not who I am. Lauren and I talk all the time in the sense of talking about how we have a life outside of YouTube. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I was a person before YouTube, and so I just can't get into that desperate rat race for clout. I just can't.
I just started. YouTube is really my full-time job now.
Okay.
And I'm trying to incorporate other stuff outside because I just can't have one thing. But I started off working in corporate. So I had a full-time job. That's why I wasn't really on YouTube a lot. So it's like, yeah, when you have like a full-time real life,
it's hard.
No, you're not going to, this is a hobby, but it could be a business hobby, but you still want to grow. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of tricks to it. And some people, they do hold that information from others.
They do. I'm just not
I don't know. Like, yo, you're already making $1 million a year. Like,
I'm just not gonna kiss butt to do it. I'm
right.
It's not. And so yeah. But I'm very observant. So that's that part too.
Same.
and it's bad for business to talk bad about other content creators. Like, you don't want to be for other content creators. No. That is bad for business.
It is bad for business. So yeah. But yeah, so it's been real. We got to just see how this is going to be. I think, to Dana's question, what Cardi B is seeking is really going to be to tell us, okay, how is this going to affect us? And I would like to know, what steps did Cardi B take prior to going, like, did she call YouTube, in other words, and say, hey, make her take it down or whatever? Because no doubt YouTube is making money off this.
Oh, yeah.
Cardi B did reach out to her way in the beginning.
YouTube.
YouTube. Well, no, YouTube can't make you. That's the thing. I don't think Cardi B could tell YouTube to tell Tasha to take it down. That would be more of a legal proceeding, which they're going through now. And I think at one point, I don't know when Tasha K took the video down, and I think that had to be recent because she kept it up, which is why they're where they're at now today. But no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because it's a civil suit, I really do think it's gonna be money that Tasha's gonna have to pay Cardi B. But if you think about it, any civil suit, any with shootings, whatever, if it's a civil suit, what typically follows after that is a legislative move or a mandate or some type of policy change, right? So that we have to, expect that it may not happen overnight,
It's that
but
big. It's because
well, it's big in the YouTube sphere. Like, again, this conversation about the impact it's going to have on content creators, we're not the only ones having that. Other content creators are having that. And so, yes, when I think about it, is it that big? Well, in apples and the shootings versus this is very small, but for actual content creators, it is big.
People make their living being content creators.
Yes.
She makes what, $1 million a year? Like, she has her own website. So even if YouTube say bye-bye to her, she still have her millions of followers on her website. So she don't give a damn about other content creators. So that's what I'm saying. I don't give a damn about her. Everybody should be doing content on Tasha K, eating off her, because it's going to get monetized as long as you keep the curse words out of it.
Yep.
I was surprised we had all those people in the show last week, but that is because I had their pictures in the thumbnail and I had their names in the title. Yeah. And then even afterwards, it's close. It's 9,000 views we got on that video. I was surprised, but it was.
I saw that. I was like, whoa. That was
and I'm like, you know what? No, we gonna keep eating off Tasha back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you said, tomorrow,
have some ribs.
What time is the show tomorrow?
What you say?
What time is you guys' show tomorrow?
Ask Lauren. It's 8. Lauren has to tell, because yes, it's 8 to 10, and then after show is 10 to 12. Yeah, add it to me, Lauren, because I gotta make sure you still get your date night.
Girl, I had to think about it because you asked me what time this show was, and I said, "Shoot, hold on, let me look."
But no, we settled on 8 my time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 8,
and then 10 your time is the after part. Yeah, after show. Okay.
I stuck with the after show as long as I could, but the first show yeah.
Yeah, we have a formula now. Me and Dana have talked. Like, we have it together. She ain't gonna cuss me out.
What you say? Lauren kept saying no. Okay, I'll do it. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I know. I was like, okay, do it.
Listen, I had stuff on the floor. Okay.
Listen,
she cut it off after an hour.
I was like, girl, don't miss that. Listen, you better go.
It's after 5 p.m.
Right. It was after 5. Exactly.
I had stuff on the floor.
She had stuff on the floor. But no, I'll be there tomorrow. And
yes, it's gonna be a good time.
Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Absolutely. So
wait, Melissa, what we naming this show? Can we call it the Melissa Show? The Melissa Squared or something?
Yeah.
Eminem.
I don't know. Eminem.
I'm about to create a group chat with us, so we stop texting separately, and then we'll talk about a few things.
Okie dokie. Thanks,
y'all. The formula that we're complaining that nobody tells us about.
Well, no, Dana know the formula. We just
it's not. It's more. It's really it's not a formula. It's a formula that fits your platform of what you're trying to do. And sometimes your content change. Like,
yes,
a lot of people start off doing content on one thing, and then it's like you have to look at your analytics. But like, okay, is the views increasing or decreasing? And then a lot of people pivot their whole platform. And like I said, O'Shea, he used to just have live. People was donating like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was just live panels like Lapeef. But then he did a 360, all celebrity junkets, all uploads. The only time you would see him go live now from his phone is if he's about to cuss somebody out. Yeah. And that's rare. But he do nothing but celebrities because it gets monetized. He makes way much money and he don't got to deal with niggas. So, but that's him. So again, it's not overnight. It's not overnight. O'Shea been on YouTube for 10 years, over 10 years. Kevin Samuels been on YouTube over 10 years.
Yep.
It's not overnight.
Yeah, I've changed like I said, I started off doing makeup videos. And then that went to something else. And then I was talking while doing makeup. And then it was like, oh, talk more. And then it was talk more. And then I was like, okay. And then there it is.
Nice.
So, yeah, it changes.
Yeah, I'm slowly turning around. I have ideas.
But don't wreck yourself because again, you have a career. You guys have career, so it's not that serious.
Listen, let me tell y'all. As soon as my husband find me, it's on like Donkey Kong. Don't think I ain't finna come out the come out the pocket like, let's go, YouTube.
Right.
Because I don't got to pay my bills no more. My man's paying my bills.
My man's paying my bills.
My man is paying. Now I can talk more.
Right.
Like Shira 7.
Because mine is, I'm telling you, he's my number one supporter. He'd be like, girl, go. I'd be like, okay. All right. Oh, yeah.
Say less. It's only a matter of time. All right, y'all. This has been fun.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm gonna go finish watching Ozark.
Oh God.
Ozark, yeah.
Did you wait? Did you have to start? Did you have to start back at season 3? Because people were saying that they started season 4 and forgot what season 3 was about.
Well, the beginning of season 4, they do a recap of season 3 because I thought I had to go back, but I saw the recap and I'm like, okay, I remember. Okay. So yeah, I'm good. So
maybe I'll start Ozark because I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen season 1?
No.
I'll go back for season 1. Oh my God. Just watch season 1.
She's so annoyed with us. She's so annoyed with us right now. She came annoyed anyway, but now that we
do you watch Bridgerton?
Girl, yes. Do I?
Okay. You did, Melissa?
I stopped. I get very, very distracted. I get TV ADHD. Like you gotta keep
honey, were you distracted when they introduced the Duke? No. And he is not coming back for season 2.
He is not. He is not.
I'm kind of sad about that. That was bad.
Yes, I am.
I know. I don't understand why. I still don't know why. But okay. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys join us on who's first? Dana's channel.
Dana's first.
And then After Dark on Laura's channel.
The after show.
Yep, the after show. And then we all 3 of us will be back. Look, all 3 of us.
Oh, she making it a thing. This is making it inescapable, Dana.
I'll hop in. Yeah, because I mean it is kind of pathetic if I don't have like a QT time with somebody of the opposite sex. That's my goal too. But it looks like I probably will be back here next Friday.
Okay.
All right,
friends.
Have a good
we'll
night.
See you guys tomorrow, and we are out of here. Peace.